So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
FC Barcelone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, there are keepers, Peter, great keepers, and there's this man, Manuel Neuer. One of the few who can claim to have pretty much revolutionised his position, following in the steps of...
He's got tall! Oh, that was no routine save.
Pele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Marley with the corner, there first. Zico goes short. Takes the shot! Zico! Glorious!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So, a breakthrough already. Zico. Zico unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. De Jong. Pedri. Engages and forces him off the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cruyff. Great ball if he can get that. Cristiano Ronaldo! No, that wasn't kidding anyone.
Cristiano Ronaldo might just be regretting what was probably the toughest of his options.
Pedri looking sharp there. And here's Cantona. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Mali clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Zanetti, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Now it's De Bruyne. Oh, that's a key interception. Yamal. That's good play. Yamal! Sticks it away! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous...
He's had a shot! He scores! Dunk. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Pedri. 30 minutes gone. And here's Cantona. And it's De Jong. Pedri. Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Turns back here, probably the best option. He's shifting through the gears here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. De Bruyne. Now it's Yamal. Good running, strong and purposeful. Cruyff. Pele. Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. De Jong. Passing is crisp and sharp. He was under real pressure there. Tries to play it through. De Bruyne. Not the most accurate pass. De Bruyne. De Jong. And it's Pedri. Well, that looks a decent ball. Cruyff. He's going to be disappointed with that. Dunk. Now it's Yamal. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And we've reached half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go and they head into the break all square. That's a really interesting game and they head in at half-time at 1-1. Barcelona get the ball rolling in the second half. And it's Pedri. De Jong. There's good running with the ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Yamal, given the lift of his goal, takes on his marker. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Koundé. Koundé.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Vieira does really well to win the ball there. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get onto this? Pele receives it in a wide position. Chance for a shot! And he's done it!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Knocks it out wide. And it's Vitinha. Cruyff. There's the shot! It's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Pedri. He's in plenty of space here. Pedri. And this is De Bruyne.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about everything he's done, for me, he's done it with real conviction.
And Cruyff! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Mali blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
He's shot a goal! They've scored! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Barcelona give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Koundé, great vision. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's De Bruyne, and the through ball, and that could well leave a mark. Referee has just said play on. Vieira. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Cruyff. Showing good feet. And he's being shifted off it. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Tonali. And it's Pedri. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Vitinha.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now, can he find a real chance?
Okay, it didn't come off, but it was clever. A nice little dummy.
Changement pour le Mali. Le numéro 10.
Mali
Le numéro
are
18.
making a change now.
Le numéro 7. Cristiano
Defending of
Ronaldo.
the desperate
Le numéro
variety.
12.
Change of plan here, perhaps.
Le
I would
numéro
think that
11.
was the wisest
Neymar.
choice.
Le numéro 8.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Le numéro 17. Bale.
He's
Le
having a
numéro
hit!
15. Rooney.
Big
Le
relief,
numéro
it just
19.
needed better
Il y
contact.
aura 4 minutes de temps additionnel.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Pedri. Oh, good spread. Tonali. He's picked his way through. Goes for a shot! Another big chance that gets away.
Barcelona really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Ferdinand is there and he can get that clear. Barcelona have their third corner. Tonali plays it short. Now it's Tonali. He's in a great position here. That's that, the end. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, But most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people.
Votre attention,
Any
chers
reflections
spectateurs.
on what...